गुड आफ्टरनून स्टूडेंट्स, दिस इज़ नरेंद्र सर। स्टूडेंट्स, आज हम प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन और सेल मेम्ब्रेन के विषय में आपको बताएंगे। तो प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन इज द आउटर कवरिंग इन प्रोकैरियोट्स एज वेल एज यूकैरियोट सेल, and most organelles in eukaryote cells are also covered by cell membrane. The membrane thus compartmentalizes the cell. However, neither the cell nor the compartments in its to totally isolated from the surrounding medium. The membrane in fact allows the continuous flow of the selected material across them as required from time to time. On the basis of permeability, membranes are of four types. Impermeable membrane: if a membrane does not allow both solvent as well as solute molecule to pass through it, it is called impermeable membrane. Example: cuticle layer. Permeable membrane: if a membrane allow both solvent as well as solute molecule pass through it freely, the membrane is called permeable membrane. Semi-permeable membrane: if membrane allow the prenaturals of only solvent molecule but not solute, this types of membrane is called semi-permeable membrane or artificial. Example: artificial vapor membrane. Selective permeable membrane: the membrane that allow penetration of solvent freely but select the passage of specific solute particle, it is called selective permeable membrane. Example: plasma membrane or cell membrane. So cell membrane is the best example of selective permeable membrane. Molecular structure of the cell membrane: the plasma membrane or cell membrane is ultra elastic selectively permeable membrane, appears as well as the light microscopes. Detailed study of this membrane is given below. So on the basis of studying the structure of plasma membrane revealed by the electron microscope studied appears to be three layered. The first model, that is called lamellar model. This model was proposed by Daniel and Dobson in 1935 and J.D. Robertson in 1959 to explain the structural organization of plasma membrane. According to these scientists, the plasma membrane has three layers: dark light, dark, a central light lipid bilayer is sandwiched between two protein monolayers like protein, lipid, lipid, protein. Next, second model is the fluid mosaic model. This model is the recent and acceptable model proposed by Singer and Nicholson in 1972. This is the very popular and accepted model. According to this model, the cell membrane is made up of the lipid bilayer and two types of protein molecules, that is extrinsic and intrinsic protein. The intrinsic protein are embedded into the lipid and extrinsic protein are organized in the mosaic manner. तो extrinsic protein occurs superficially. So students, look here, lipid bilayer and that is intrinsic protein and outer is the extrinsic protein. This structure details of plasma membrane according to the fluid mosaic model given by Singer and Nicholson. तो स्टूडेंट्स आप याद रखिएगा, इस मॉडल को सिंगर एंड निकोलसन ने दिया था. तो फ्लूइड मोज़ेक मॉडल प्रोवाइड द सेटिस्फैक्ट्री एक्सप्लेनेशन ऑफ द स्ट्रक्चर एंड फंक्शन ऑफ प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन. फंक्शन क्या है इस मेम्ब्रेन का? इट गिव्स फॉर्म टू सेल and it maintain the individuality of the cell. It keep the cell content in place and prevent them mixing with the extracellular materials. It protect the cell from injury and it is selective permeable membrane. It form organelles which within the cytoplasm and its junction keep the cell together. तो ये फंक्शन है प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन का. अब ट्रांसपोर्ट ऑफ मटेरियल अक्रॉस द सेल मेम्ब्रेन. तो ट्रांसपोर्ट ऑफ मटेरियल्स क्या होते हैं, मटेरियल्स क्या हैं, कैसे ट्रांसपोर्ट्स होते हैं? तो द सेल मेम्ब्रेन आर नॉट फ्रीली परमिएबल, दे डू नॉट अलाउ मूवमेंट्स ऑफ all kind of substances across the membrane, that is called selective permeable membrane. It only allow all those materials which are necessary. Means the selective permeable membrane of plasma membrane enables the cell to maintain the homeostasis. Advantage of this membrane: this membrane play an important role. One is useful molecule enter in the cell. Second is metabolic interaction remains within the cell, and the secretion of the waste secretion and the waste leave the cell. These are the importance of this membrane. Cell membrane all allow the movement of different materials in different way, like passive transport, active transport and bulk transport. Passive transport क्या है? Transport of material means passive transport of material is slow and does not need energy, no expend energy. It occurs down the concentration gradient and does not use the carrier protein, only small molecules, example water, गैस एक्सेट्रा. इसमें एनर्जी की नीड नहीं होती है, किसी भी चैनल की, किसी भी कैरियर की नीड नहीं होती है. सेकंड है एक्टिव ट्रांसपोर्ट. एक्टिव ट्रांसपोर्ट में पैसिव ट्रांसपोर्ट में दो मेथड्स होते हैं कंसंट्रेशन ग्रेडियंट का काइंड. वन इज डिफ्यूजन एंड सेकंड इज ऑस्मोसिस. तो डिफ्यूजन क्या है? द प्रोसेस बाय विच द यूनिफॉर्म स्प्रेड द मटेरियल इनटू अनदर सब्सटेंसेस बाय रैंडम मूवमेंट of its particle from a region of higher concentration to a region of lower concentration due to their kinetic energy is called diffusion. तो one way diffusion process and second is osmosis process. तो osmosis process में क्या होता है? अच्छा, डिफ्यूजन का इम्पॉर्टेंस क्या है? डिफ्यूजन हेल्प इन द डिफ्यूज ऑफ द सब्सटेंसेस थ्रू द साइटोप्लाज्म टू सेल विदाउट मेनी मच डिले. इट हेल्प इन द एक्सचेंज ऑफ रेस्पिरेटरी गैसेस. Various materials such as gas, liquid and solids dissolve in the medium. Loss of water in vapor from form the atrial part of the plant and flow of the plant spread aroma through the diffusion. These are the importance of diffusion. Osmosis क्या है? Osmosis means the diffusion of water or solvent through the superficial या semi-permeable membrane from the solution from lower concentration to of the solute to a solute of higher concentration of solute to which the membrane is relatively impermeable. It is called osmosis. Form of osmosis, it is of two type: endosmosis, exosmosis. Endosmosis is the entry of water molecule into the cell through semi-permeable plasma membrane when surrounded by hypotonic solution. And exosmosis, the exit of the water molecule from the cell through semi-permeable membrane when surrounded by हाइपरटॉनिक सोल्यूशन. तो हाइपरटॉनिक सोल्यूशन में रखने पर एक्सोस्मोसिस होता है, हाइपोटॉनिक सोल्यूशन में रखने पर एंडोस्मोसिस होता है. तो लेट अस परफॉर्म द एक्टिविटीज़ इन लेबोरेटरीज. तो लैब में एक्टिविटी करके हम ये देख सकते हैं ऑस्मोसिस और डिफ्यूजन का क्या है. जैसे मान लीजिए अंगूर को नमक में रखते हैं तो यहाँ से वाटर लॉस होता है, बाहर निकलता है, तो दैट इज कॉल्ड एक्सोस्मोसिस. और जब हम किशमिश को पानी में डालते हैं तो क्या होता है? तो इसमें क्या होता है? एंट्री ऑफ वाटर मॉलिक्यूल इनटू द रेजिन, किशमिश के अंदर जाता है, दैट इज कॉल्ड एंडोस्मोसिस. तो देयर आर टू फॉर्म, एंडोस्मोसिस एंड एक्सोस्मोसिस. अब नेक्स्ट है solution are also three type: isotonic, hypotonic and hypertonic. Isotonic solution, isotonic solution is the solution in which concentration of water and solute is the same in the cytoplasm, while hypotonic solution, the solution in which the concentration of solute is less than water, and hypertonic solution, the concentration of solute is more than water. So there are three types of solution: hypotonic, hypertonic and isotonic. And demonstration and experiments are also given below. In the given lines, observation are also seen here. Next point, other examples of osmosis, like most plants will have the tendency to gain water due to osmosis. Certain plants movement are also takes place with the help of osmosis. Stomatal opening and closing takes place with the help of osmosis. तो these are the other example of osmosis. आइए स्टूडेंट्स हम देखते हैं डिफ्यूजन ऑस्मोसिस में मेन डिफरेंस क्या है. तो आप यहाँ देख सकते हैं डिफ्यूजन कैन अकर बोथ इन एयर एंड लिक्विड, while osmosis only in liquid medium. In diffusion, the solid liquid gas from region of higher concentration to region of lower concentration, movement होता है वाटर molecules का, while in the osmosis involve movement of solvent molecule only the region of higher concentration to region of lower concentration. Next, diffusion, it occurs without or through the semi-permeable membrane, while osmosis always takes place through semi-permeable membrane. Diffusion equalize the concentration of diffusion molecule through the medium, while osmosis does not equalize the concentration of solvent molecule to the medium involved. diffusion depend upon the kinetic energy of the molecule of diffusion substance only, while the osmosis through it is the diffusion of solvent molecule only, yet it is the influenced by the presence of solute in the system. तो these are the difference between osmosis and diffusion. और स्टूडेंट्स हम एक्टिव ट्रांसपोर्ट की बात करते हैं. एक्टिव ट्रांसपोर्ट इज ए स्पेशल टाइप्स ऑफ ट्रांसपोर्ट across plasma membrane, rapid and required the use of energy in the form of ATP, and usually occurs against concentration gradient and involve the use of carrier proteins also. Amino acid and some other components pass through the plasma membrane by active transport or active transport or co-transport. The difference between active transport and diffusion. तो एक्टिव ट्रांसपोर्ट it is the rapid process, diffusion is the slow process. It need energy in the form of ATP, it does not need energy. As active transport takes place in the one direction, diffusion takes place in all both direction. Active transport bring about selective uptake of material, while diffusion transmitted the molecule to pass through a membrane. These are the difference between active transport and diffusion. Next है third, bulk transport of material. It involves the transport of material, large amount of substances, macromolecule, lipid droplets and solid food particles across the plasma membrane by utilizing energy. A special process are involved for transport of such quantities of material. These include endoosmosis, exosmosis. तो एंडोसाइटोसिस क्या है? एंडोसाइटोसिस मीन्स होता है पिनोसाइटोसिस और फैगोसाइटोसिस. एंडोसाइटोसिस स्पेशल टाइप्स ऑफ प्रोसेस बाय विच द एनिमल इंगल्फ द फूड and other substances from external medium by plasma membrane. And in simple way, the endocytosis refers to the invasion of the small regions of the plasma membrane and ultimately the intracellular membrane bound vesicles. And the pinocytosis, it is of two types. The best example of endosmosis is amoeba, acquired food through this process depending upon the intake of fluid droplets. And it is of two types, pinocytosis and phagocytosis. Pinocytosis is a process in which a special types of intake of the tiny droplets extracellular fluid by a cell through the cell membrane, which cannot perform the otherwise pass through it. It is also therefore termed as the cell drinking. It is also known as drinking cell. The best example of pinocytosis is special types of factors associated with the caevola and the pinocytotic vesicles. So next, only the animals cells show endocytosis where plasma membrane is in direct contact with the external medium. Endocytosis is not so by plant because of their rigid cell wall and the internal turgor pressure. Phagocytosis, it is a intake of the solid particles in a cell through a membrane. It is also called the cell eating cell. That is called phagocytosis. Best example of WBC. And the pinocytosis or phagocytosis possess the important to the bring materials into the cell by invasion of the subsequently formation of the vesicle and carry segments of the cell membrane of the vesicle into the cytoplasm. Exocytosis क्या होता है? Exocytosis is the process of involve the fusion of the membrane of the exocytotic vesicles with the plasma membrane to extrude the contents to the surrounding medium. This process is also called the cellular vomiting or effusion of the vesicles that turn out to the materials are termed as the exocytosis. तो स्टूडेंट्स एक्जोसाइटोसिस एंडोसाइटोसिस ये आप जान चुके हैं. आइए हम डिफरेंस देखते हैं कि पिनोसाइटोसिस और फैगोसाइटोसिस क्या होता है. पिनोसाइटोसिस इंटेक ऑफ एक्स्ट्रासेलुलर फ्लूइड while phagocytosis intake of the extracellular particles. फ्लूइड ड्रॉपलेट वहाँ होता है, पार्टिकल्स यहाँ होते हैं। सेल मेम्ब्रेन इन्वेजिनेशन टू टेक अप द मटेरियल्स in pinnocitosis. Cell membrane grow around the particles as a pseudopodia in phagocytosis. Microfilaments play no role in endocytosis, while the microfilament play an important role in phagocytosis. It is pinocytosis is a nutritive process. A phagocytosis is a nutritive and defensive process, and the pinocytosis vesicles are only 0.1 micrometer wide, while phagocytosis vesicles are 1 to 2 micrometers more wide. तो इस प्रकार से स्टूडेंट्स आप इतने प्रकार के आपने प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन देखा और प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन के फ्लूइड मोज़ेक मॉडल को आपने पढ़ा, जो बहुत ही जो इम्पॉर्टेंट और एक्सेप्टेबल मॉडल है। फिर आपने से मेम्ब्रेन पढ़ा, मॉलिक्यूल का ट्रांसपोर्टेशन कैसे होता है, फिर उसके बाद ट्रांसपोर्ट कितने प्रकार के होते हैं, मटेरियल का ट्रांसपोर्टेशन कैसे होता है, और एंडोसाइटोसिस, एंडोस्मोसिस, एक्सोस्मोसिस, डिफ्यूजन, ये सब आपने पढ़ लिया। एक्टिव ट्रांसपोर्ट, बल्क ट्रांसपोर्ट, और एंडोसाइटोसिस और स्यूडोपोडिया, पिनोसाइटोसिस, फैगोसाइटोसिस, ये सब जान लिए। एक्सोसाइटोसिस क्या होता है ये भी आपको पता है। तो आप इसको अच्छे से देखते रहिएगा, पढ़ते रहिएगा। यदि इसमें कहीं कोई प्रॉब्लम्स आती है तो आप बीच बीच में हमसे पूछ सकते हैं। और इसके बाद अगला वीडियो हम सेल ऑर्गेनेल्स का लेके आ रहे हैं स्टूडेंट्स। तब तक के लिए धन्यवाद।